Should I should I grab more drinks? I should probably do that. I should just stock up right now. Hold on.
Get as fucking drunk as you need to.
Let me just do this.
Homie baloney. So Ray, see, I can't even talk about you because you have wireless headphones, you dick. Like, it'd be funny.
You can still say I just can't respond for...
I know I could say lots of things, but you can hear it. It's funnier if you don't hear it, and I can put it at the beginning of the show. And be like, hey everybody, Ray just got up out of his chair to grab more drinks, and let me tell you about the room that he's sitting in. In the far back corner, he's got a map of the United States of America for children. Because Ray doesn't know how to read maps. He needs maps for children. There's also something on the floor. It looks kind of like a trophy, but I'm not really sure. Maybe it's some sort of sex device. I don't know. Ray is kind of kinky. He's got a bunch of stuff on a shelf. Not an elf on the shelf. It'd be funny if he had an elf on the shelf. Ray, you should get an elf on the shelf. I just enlarged the screen. My screen is now full of Ray's room. What is that, a bong? Is that a bong on the shelf?
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to describe your room, Ray.
I think you're way off on many of those.
You know, Ray, just put on a cool background.
I know I should, right?
Yeah, I don't need to see
the other camera.
Oh.
Discord doesn't like my green screen camera.
Oh, really?
Stupid Discord. Yeah. It like crashes it or something.
What are you drinking? What is that?
These are those Golden Road Wolf Pup Session IPAs. They're actually not too bad. And it's good. For what we're doing, I've learned that if you're doing a podcast and you drink something that's strong, or you have a strong drink, if other people spend a significant amount of time talking, you fill your time drinking. Therefore, if you have something that's a strong drink, it will wreck you by the end of the show. So you gotta be careful. So these are not too strong, so I can continually drink, keep wetting my whistle, but I won't get completely obliterated by the end of the show. That's the goal.
I'm finishing up my bottle of Evan Williams, and for my birthday, assistant producer Chris and producer Ryan got me a bottle of Knob Creek. And I'm looking at this shit, and I'm like, holy shit, it's fucking 100 proof. Oh, God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Crafted for superior taste and smoothness. Small batch from Claremont, Kentucky. The original Knob Creek, small batch, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, crafted for superior taste and smoothness. Claremont, Kentucky. All right. I'm waiting for my furnace to shut the fuck up before I start. When we went to Italy, we always had to bring things for the Italian people out there. So my father wanted to bring them a bottle of whiskey. So we went to the duty-free shop at the airport up in Boston. And he's like, oh, let's get them some whiskey. And I'm like, all right, cool. Dad, I know exactly what to get them. And we picked up this exact bottle of Knob Creek, 100 proof straight bourbon whiskey.
Yeah.
And we brought it over there. And we broke it open for these people. And we poured it into little shot glasses, right? And no shot glass for old Rem because, I'm a man. A little bit of ice. Pour some whiskey on top of that, some bourbon, and I'm good to go. But the Italian people took a little sip out of the shot glass. Like, ooh.
Really?
It's too strong for them. Yeah.
Wow.
Bunch of pussies.
Don't they have, they do homemade wine and stuff. That stuff can't be.
I know, but
it's got to be pretty potent, right?
Yeah, but homemade wine is smoother than bourbon. Like it's got a fruity.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a little easier to drink. It'll fuck you up. I got some upstairs. I get very tired on homemade wine. Like whiskey makes me entertaining, whereas homemade wine could make me angry, but usually puts me to sleep.
Well, what else do they drink over there in Italy then?
Like Coca-Cola.
Yeah, do they have like an alcoholic drink other than wine? That's
beer, wine, Coca-Cola.
Yeah, but nothing hard. They don't have like a liquor.
They drink everything. They got a bunch of kids over there who think they're a bunch of like crazy Americans, so they drink all that stuff. They like after dinner drinks, shit like that, bitter shit,
Mm-hmm.
Like they gave me. I was over there. I had an upset stomach, and I went because they have coffee bars like everywhere. Every other door is a coffee bar. Yeah. So we'd go with my dad. We're walking around at night, and I get a bunch of espresso. Like at one point, I think I drank like 4 espressos one night when we were out walking at different places. Yeah. And then I had an upset stomach at some point, and they gave me like this licorice mint bullshit. It was liquor too, And I don't like licorice, and I'm not a big fan of mint, but I drank it, and I was then drunk. So It's good. Good times. All right. Well, you know what? Fuck my furnace. We got to start a show. Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 85 of The Rich Dickman Show, the podcast that is slightly better than mediocre. I am your host. I am Rem. Back again on this wonderful, magical journey that we take every week. 85 episodes so far. Man, that's kind of crazy. Haven't been impeached yet. But maybe it's coming. I don't know. 15 more. We'll see. Hey, Ray, what's going on, pal?
Hey, how's it going? Back once again, episode 85.
That's right, buddy. That's right. You've been here for almost all 85 episodes.
In one way or another, I've at least listened to all of them.
This is at least your 31st episode. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Yeah. So let's call it like, it's probably closer to 35. Because you did at least 2 with me in place of Huel, and then you like guested on a couple. Mm-hmm. And then there's a Christmas special. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So
that's fine.
Around the block.
You know what's funny, Ray? It's like I'm driving home and I'm getting ready for the show and shit, and we do this fucking so late at night. Like it's 10:15 my time, right? For you, the sun's still up, I bet. But I come up with all these great ideas and these fun things to say in the intro, and then I forget all of them. And so here I am, just trying to bullshit my way and get warmed up so we can do a show tonight and entertain the masses. Ray, before we get going, I would like to say thank you to Dave from Not For Human Consumption for coming on last week. It certainly was one of my favorite episodes, definitely top 85, and probably closer to top 10. I had a blast. Dave was a good sport. He knew all of our segments and participated in all of them fantastically. So thanks again, Dave, and check him out, Not For Human Consumption podcast. That's right.
Yeah, he is obviously a hardcore listener. With the quick answers to all of our regular weekly segments. Just what a fantastic guy to have join the podcast.
He knew it was coming, and it's always fun when you got somebody who's a big fan and they know what's going on. They listen all the time. So thanks again, Dave, and thanks for all the nice mentions on your show this past week. It was episode 106 where he talked about his appearance. And Ray, Dave wants to get you on their show, and Matt agreed. And I reached out to Matt. And I said, hey man, let's make this happen. I want to get Ray on your show. And I have not heard back at all. So
that's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Have they reached out to you?
Maybe like Dave and I. No, they have not contacted me at all. No.
Okay. I wonder if they're trying to like avoid my agent fees here, because yes, I did sign the papers. I am your agent now. And we're going to get you booked. We're going to get you out there, Ray. We're going to get you swinging that big old Ray dick around and proclaiming the greatness of Rem and TRDS. That's right.
Oh, yeah, I'm down. I'll do whatever. I don't really care. I'll show up for something if they want to have me on. I definitely, anytime I ever try and communicate with them, it's either the response is either 4 letters like ha ha, or it takes a couple weeks, and then it's oh whoops, I don't my bad, I forgot, that kind of thing.
I forgot.
So, you know,
yeah. But you know, we got to keep this one in your back pocket if you ever do end up on their show. Is that, as I discovered today, and Matt has not responded to me yet, but the Not For Human Consumption podcast Twitter account followed recently my old co-host Jules Scott.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Yes. What is that? What's that all about? They know who you are. I wonder if they're trying to troll you, or if they just thought it was you.
Maybe
you have a couple. Yeah.
I don't know, because I don't think that you have talked that much about it recently.
They wouldn't know who it was. I would have just said Jules.
Exactly. Yeah. So anyway, it is pretty weird. Maybe after you mentioned Torn Think Tank, they started going down a rabbit hole, and next thing you know, they're like, oh look, here's a Torn Think Tank person, and just start following them.
Wouldn't it be? Well, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, or maybe Dave's back playing some more World of Warcraft, and he's looking for companions.
Fucking nerds. What'll really fuck me up, right? And I probably shouldn't say this, but I know it'll never happen because she wouldn't go on their show. But what would really fuck me up if I'm listening to episode 107 and there's Jules, Guesting on their show. Talking about coming in or coming on them.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
Yeah, that would wreck me. I would quit way before 100. Yeah. But that was a good time. RichStickman.com. You can catch up on all our past episodes and go to Amazon. Oh no, RichStickman.com. Click the merch tab. It'll take you to our Amazon store. We got a couple shirts for sale. Get those while they're hot. Listen, there's an impeachment inquiry or some nonsense going on. Go show your support and wear an Eat the Rich t-shirt, or ironically show your, I don't know how that works, but I mean, if you're going to go cheer with it, whatever you're going to do, you can Eat the Rich t-shirt, or I'm going to wrestling in a couple weeks, Ray. I'm going to wear my El Abogado Attorney at Law t-shirt. It's my luchador mask. Yes, I wear that to wrestling all the time. So it'll be fun. Yep. And you can find us on Twitter at Rich Dickman Show, and give us a phone call. Leave us a voicemail, 860-316-4776. Ray, my buddy, it's been a couple weeks since we've actually really gotten into it. Don't bore me. What's going on, dude? How are you?
Actually, I was going to ask you before we get too far off topic of this, but so when you go to the wrestling, do you pick the events that are by vicinity, or is it by who's performing? Like which one weighs more heavily for you?
Oh, if it's in Hartford, I'm going. If it's at the Mohegan Sun Casino, I'm going. Definitely. Because So if it's close, I'm definitely going to go. I'm not going to go 2 hours to Boston with my pop, because that's going to be just, it's not going to be fun going all that far with him. Yeah. I will go to New York with Chris O.C. I've done that several times because I love New York and I love Chris O.C. So that's about as far as I go. Now, if somehow, I got a big bonus and I got some WrestleMania tickets, hey, I'm going to Tampa, Florida, right? But that's not going to happen. That's too expensive. Mm-hmm. I got to be, I'm a responsible adult, Ray. I got to be cost conscious. You know what I mean? I can't just go out and just blow all my money on wrestling tickets that may be in fucking, I don't know, what's someplace cool? Charlotte, North Carolina, or whatever, because there's travel and there's a hotel and then there's a fucking event and then there's getting back, and I got kids, man. I got kids I got to take care of. And I got a house and I got a dog that's dying. That's going to be fun when I have to talk about like bringing him for his death consultation. Yeah. I figure I'm going to wait. I mean, if he doesn't kick the bucket before then, I'm going to wait till after Christmas, after the new year. And then we're going to go see the vet. And I think that'll be our final days with good old Buster, because I mean, listen, he's growing tumors all over his body. The freaking thing, he's just like hobbling along with his arthritis. And the goddamn dog, Ray, he's a chocolate lab, and he's always happy. He's always fucking happy. So I'm going to go into the vet and be like, hey, Dr. Vet, my dog, I think he's dying. And she's going to look at him. She's like, looks fine to me. Looks like he's having a good time. He's happy to be here.
He looks content.
Yeah, look at him. He's wagging his tail. He's sniffing shit. I'm like, yeah, but he can't hear. And she's like, yeah, that's fine. He doesn't need to hear. He can see. I'm like, no, he can't see. Look at his eyes. They're clouded. She's like, nah, he's happy. I'm like, God damn it. Look at the lumps all over his body, the big red things growing out of his legs. It's disgusting. And she's like, nah, you know what? I feel bad putting him down because he looks super happy. So you're going to have to deal with it. I'm going to have to old yeller that motherfucker. I'm going to have to old yeller him in my backyard. That's what I'm going to have to do. You know what's weird is that my neighbor, actually, he has like his own little warehouse he has a company. They do sprinkler systems or some shit. But in his warehouse, he's got a shooting range. Yeah. So during the summer, you can hear the.
Oh man. So I have so many thoughts on this because you could go in so many different directions.
Yeah.
One is, as a teaser, we do have down an article later about a vet that mistakenly euthanizes a dog. So that's
shit!
Pretty good. That's pretty funny.
I get that lucky?
I shouldn't say funny. No, but so what was? Oh, with the legalization of marijuana in California as well as other states, at some point I was just looking up because just curious. Like everyone's talking about, oh, you can get it in cookies and brownies and what all sorts of food. But there's a place somewhat local here. They have like, I guess you'd call it dog treats or something like that, but
that are full of weed.
Yes. Now I don't know the composition. I won't try and tell you what's in it exactly other than weed. I'll leave it at that. I won't try and speculate on what's exactly in it, but isn't that somewhat crossing a line? Like you know what I mean? Like, you're giving your dog a drug. Yes, it's legalized, but like, how do people sell this marketed toward a pet and not somehow get in trouble? Like, because at some point, well, see, this is the thing. I think that that's somewhat of a good idea. On the other hand, you could definitely, I'm just thinking it would be funny if you gave your dog a bunch of whatever that is, dog edibles? Treats. Yeah. Yes. And just let him go to town and just said, you know what, buddy? You've lived a long, happy life. Let's just make this last couple months as easy on you as possible. And you just
Ray, what you're missing here,
dog food.
The weed is not going to kill the dog. In fact, they have done studies where weed actually fights cancer. So it's probably going to cure him and he's going to live even fucking longer.
Oh, so the plan's going to backfire on you.
Like I gave my dog, CBD gummies. I got some CBD gummies at the advice of Hot Trimmer News Babe. And I gave him some CBD gummies. That fucking thing, he slept like $1,000,000. He was out and he just snored all night. He loved it. I got to get some more CBD for him. But you know remember my friend? I have a friend who would go up to Massachusetts and purchase some. Yeah, he likes to travel. And, so my friend says like they don't have like fucking like brownies and cookies and shit at the dispensary up there. They just have like gummies and drops. And because Massachusetts banned vaping, he can't buy vapes anymore. So my friend, like, he was up there. He's like, what the fuck? You got a whole bunch of shit here. I don't even want any of this stuff. Like, I want to eat cookies with weed in them and you don't have any. Or I want to vape, marijuana and I can't. So the poor guy goes up to the dispensary and he's got to get a strain of shit. He doesn't know what it is. It's just either like a hybrid or an indica or a sativa. He doesn't know what kind he's getting. And if you look into the science of marijuana, Ray, there's like all different strains. Like Dave had a blue dream last week. Yeah. And there's all sorts of things. Like I have another friend who likes something called Skywalker OG. He says it puts him right to sleep. Yeah. So my friend goes to the dispensary. He doesn't know what he's getting. He's like, all right, I guess I'll get some gummies. I want to get high. And then, so it's dumb, man. It's fucking dumb. They gotta get this shit under control. They gotta get their shit together up in Massachusetts selling marijuana to my friend. God damn it.
I know. See, that's so weird too. Why would you, how do they say, oh, like it's legal, but only in certain ways of consuming?
Yeah. Right. Like, and they don't have enough dispensaries up there where you can just go to the next store, the next shop over. You got to drive 50 miles to the next one, So, where my friend, he used to go up, he used to look at the menu, right, and see what they had for vapes available. So he'd be like, oh, hey, Rem, they have this like lemon skunk that I'm interested in. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Mike, go get your weed on, pal. And he would go up and he'd get the strains that he wanted to vape. And now he can't do that anymore because they don't make the edibles in the strains that he likes. They just take a composite of shit and just put it together. So yeah, it's tough. It's tough being my friend. Yep. That's right.
Well, but so, and part of this, what I was going back to with the pets is there's I came across at some point, it's like on my Twitter timeline, some girl gamer at some point, like, fed
was it Alinity with
with the vodka.
No, Alinity was having her. No, the dog was like sniffing her cooter, like getting right up in there.
Yeah, and before that, I know. Like people are freaking out about it. I'm like, whatever.
What's the matter? Dog's probably having a good time, bro. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I know. The dog doesn't care. She doesn't care. Like, they let them do whatever they want, right? It's consensual.
You're being gross, right? It's disgusting.
So, and they had their clothes. Well, she had her clothes on. The dog, I guess, had his fur on. But there's a video, I think it's her, where she takes a drink of vodka. The cat gets in her face and she I guess spits it out into the cat's mouth. Not like a drop. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Cat. It can't be that much. And the cat does a weird, its face freaks out and it shaking its head. It's like, ah, and it kind of doesn't run away, but backs away. So everyone's like, oh, reporter, call PETA. And I'm like, well, I grew up seeing people feed beer to their dogs. Pour the beer into the dog's water dish and the dog will, as it feels like, go over there and drink it. So I'm like, how is this? They're saying animal cruelty. Now I get it. She wasn't giving the cat the option. She surprised it. But you also I'm thinking there's gotta be a line in there somewhere. that crosses from like you're helping your dog out. You give him the little CBD gummy or the whatever it is, little piece of whatever, and the thing sleeps like a rock. Awesome. You know what I mean? The thing's in pain all the time. What's wrong with that? But if you give it too
animals
much,
better than we do
you go to
people,
jail probably. Oh,
we're so fucked up as a society. We treat animals way better than our old people. Like, we got old people who are sick and dying. Like, hey, I'd like to die. And we say, no, here's more medicine that makes you feel terrible. Whereas my dog, I can go to the vet in January and say, hey, he's dying in a couple months. Let's put him down now. And she's like, all right, $200. Boom, done. Right? Put him out of his misery. Like, if you went on YouTube and you said, hey, you know what? We should probably have a conversation about immigration. You probably get banned. Right? But if you go on YouTube and spit vodka in your cat's mouth, like, no, wait, that doesn't work. No. I'm not making a strong
She's got like 1 million followers or something like that. Or whatever it is.
No, I was trying to make a comparison, and that's not the one I wanted to make. Anyways, Ray, tell me what's going on with you, man. What's up?
So keeping on the pet, theme, what do you, I'll just cut right to it. My wife has our older daughter scoop the poop out during the middle of the day, but then they just put it in like a bag and leave it outside the front door. Like, what since when the fuck is that acceptable? Why do you just leave cat poop at the front door?
Why doesn't it go in the garbage?
That's what I'm asking. Like, what do you do? What do you do after you get scooped the poop? Doesn't it go straight in the garbage?
Well, I live in a society, so
I know I'm so confused as to what is happening.
I'm the one I don't know why. I only wanted one of these 3 goddamn cats, but I'm the one who's stuck with litter box duty all the time. So I scoop that goddamn thing and I throw it in my trash can outside. And that's it. Yeah.
How often do you have to scoop the poop out?
Like, every 2 days.
That's it. How many do you have? Like a bunch of fucking litter boxes?
No, I have one. I have one big
thing up
one.
Every day.
Really? You have one cat?
Interesting. Yeah.
No, what you got to do? You get a dog. You get a dog, and a dog will help you clean it.
What, by eating it?
Yes.
Because dogs are gross.
Dogs are fucked up, man. In my old house,
garbage cans.
we had in my old house we only had one cat. It was just Gilbert and Buster, the dog, and the litter box was placed kind of like in the bathroom. So Gilbert would go in there, take a shit. Buster would wake up. He's like, oh, I smell shit. And he'd walk over to the litter box and stick his face in it and eat it. And I'm like, what are you doing? And so I Googled it, and apparently dogs like to keep their domains clean. So they'll eat everybody's shit except theirs.
Are you serious?
I'm very serious.
Fucking funny, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my
but now
God.
we moved in this big house. We put the litter box. Now we have 3 cats in this big house, and we put the litter box in a different room where the dog can't get to, because the cats, it's like the cat room. We have the food and shit in there. Literally, the food and shit. So the dog can't get in there to clean it out for me. But yeah, no, like Gilbert would go into the litter box, take a big stinky, and then in comes Buster. I got it, boss. Boom.
Oh, man. So next time if and when you give Buster a bunch of CBD treats, and he's sitting there just in his happy place, just wagging his tail, looking all happy, you can literally say to him, wipe that shit-eating grin off your face.
Yeah.
And it's 100% accurate. I love it.
No, I tell him that shit all the time. Like, nobody likes you. Nobody
I say that to my cat all the time. I'm like, Simba, nobody likes you. Fucking piece of shit cat.
I'm going to be so mad at him for making me sad when I have to put him down. Because, when I put him down, I'm going to have to be in the room with him, apparently. All right, and none of my kids, nobody wants to go with me. My wife doesn't want to go with me. Kids they don't want any part of it. So I'm going to have to take him by myself. I don't know what their problem is, but like, I'm going to have to be there. I'm going to be like, all right, Buster, thanks for 14 years, pal. You've been a good friend. Remember all the fun we used to have. And then I got to watch him like go to sleep and die. And like, I'm going to get emotional over that. And I don't like getting emotional, Ray. I don't like that. I like turning off my emotions and going through most of my week, with just a stone heart, a cold stone heart, not feeling anything towards anybody or anything.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, that's one way to live life. Just, like you got your poker face on. Poker face
all the time,
24/7,
all the time,
365.
Because people will take advantage of you when you give them your emotions, right? Ray, I learned that the hard way. So they're all turned off. Everybody can kiss my ass. I don't know if you knew this, Ray, but I was excited last week. I didn't get a chance to talk about it because we had Dave, and that was way more important. But Primitive Skills, finally, after 9 months, posted some new content. Primitive Life also has been posting a little bit of new content as well. He's been gone for about that same amount of time. But my favorite guy, Primitive Skills, he's back. He fixed his Manjolo, his water-powered hammer, and it was exciting to see. I did not know what happened. There's no update. Nobody said anything. It's like he came back to his homestead and started fixing shit. He caught some fish. He cooked them. He ate them. And he was pounding some rice. It's like, all right, Primitive Skills guy. I hope Huel can catch up and see what's going on wherever he may be.
So it wasn't like I've been gone 9 months and here's a baby.
That would have been awesome. No, he's been gone 9 months. Good, right? You know, the homestead looked a little different, but somebody had been taking care of it because it wasn't all overgrown. And he was wearing the same clothes he was wearing 9 months ago. It's like he has this outfit that he wears, like this ripped up shirt.
Maybe.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you got to check it out.
He forgot to upload it. He's just like 9 months later, he's like, oh shit, that one didn't upload? I might as well just
I was wondering why I had no interaction. That's going to be us. We don't get any interaction. I'm not going to feel like we didn't upload.
That's what, we should do that. Just bank an episode and just like years down the road, just release it.
And just publish it.
Just randomly. Yeah.
Yeah. When we reboot Triple T next year, that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
You know what we'll do? We'll call it.
Should we do a whole Triple T episode?
We should, and we should call it Triple T, like the word triple and T. That way, we don't get yelled at for using. It's not even copyright. Like I have ownership of that. I would imagine, right? I should copyright that shit. I wish I had.
We could just wear 3 T-shirts while we record. Something
triple
like that.
T's.
Yeah. Triple T's. Ooh. And then
I love it. Love
sexy.
It.
Ooh. Yeah. Take it off, baby.
God damn, Ray. It's brilliant. I like it.
I like it. But just do like an entire episode and it'll seem like the good old days, except for the fact that you've done it before and I haven't. So it might be a little rough, but it
it's
could
the worst,
an
Ray.
entertaining episode.
Giving advice is the worst thing in the world. I hate doing it. Do we have a thinking with your dickman tonight? No.
I can't remember.
No dick tips either. God damn. No. Shit. Everybody's just like so in love with the Dave episode. They didn't bother to,
we have
all right. This is going to be a little tougher than I thought.
Weeks, though.
Okay.
We have 7 dick of the weeks plus
we
2
actually
dick of the weeks.
We should talk about, have you seen Frozen 2 yet?
I have not. Do you want to talk about it or do you want me to try and see it first?
You got to see it first because I don't want to spoil it for you because you might enjoy it.
All right.
Because
we did trailer.
we 2 episodes ago, we did a deep dive on Frozen and a lot of the things that we talked about have been retconned and fixed, quote unquote fixed. And I need your thoughts on that. Okay. And I don't want to spoil it for you, but I kind of did when I was texting you afterwards.
No. But I tuned that out. I immediately deleted those texts. I Men in Black zapped my eyeballs. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. All right. So I don't want to tell you that they retconned Elsa and Anna's parents. And I don't want to tell you that Elsa is like an ice goddess now. So, all right.
Fuck. What if I take my kids to see it? And the entire time I just yell criticisms. Like I'm at a sporting event booing one of the teams. I'm like, but booing like Elsa the whole time. I'm like, you hack! You fucking hack! Just like yelling shit in the theaters. Like actually, every time she comes on screen, like, boo!
You live in a legal state. So what you should do is like 2 hours before showtime, you should check with your family and say, hey, are we going anywhere? And then they'll say, no, we're not going anywhere tonight. And then you can be like, all right, cool. And you can just do like a bunch of edibles, right? And then, an hour later, you could be like, your wife tells you, hey, you should probably take the kids to go see Frozen 2 today. And you'd be like, oh, okay. Cause you forgot that you had edibles. And then once you get into the theater, an hour into the movie, you start feeling some sort of way. Like, oh God, it's going to be interesting. You should do that. Ray.
Well, rumor has it that if you go to the local dispensaries, they have these things that they consider sub-legal, which if you have that plus the, I don't know, standard issued gummies or edibles that maybe if you got a little bit of both, I don't even have to be any bit prepared. If you got sub-legal, you pretty much can just fly by the seat of your pants. So all of a sudden be like, you know what? We got a Frozen 2 situation coming up. All right. Gloop, gloop. Done. And, I mean, I don't know how long it takes to act.
No, I don't know. I think it'd be more fun for you if you got surprised in the middle of Frozen 2 and be like, oh shit, I'm high. So.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a weird episode.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Right, what's happening tonight, Ray? I'm in a good mood for some reason. I didn't think I would be. So that's awesome. It's
just because we like talking to each other. That's all.
Yeah, that's true. We haven't had an OG, Triple T in a while. Excuse me. We haven't had an OG TRBS in a while.
Freudian slip.
Yeah. The last one we did was for Thanksgiving, and that wasn't a real episode because I was just angry at everything. So that doesn't count. Yeah.
Take out your mangry eyes. Rawr.
Yeah, mangry. Mangry. You want to talk about anything else? You want to get into voicemails and dicks of the week and stuff?
We can do. I don't know. I just thought it was fun. So going to all the cheer stuff. I don't know if you've noticed this, but going to cheer events when we were in Disneyland, just going out and about. But when you have a little baby, dude, they are like the best little wingman. And not that I'm like trying to pick up ladies, but I mean, if you're ever like trying to just pick up chicks, you could just take a little baby with you. It's like that Friends episode, right? Where they just take the little baby out and all the ladies are like, oh, he's so cute. It's the same exact thing. It's like some sort of weird attraction that women, like, they sense the baby through walls and those pop their head around the corner. Like, hey, you got a baby in there? It's like,
let me see.
Yeah.
Let me hold it. Mm-hmm. Oh, you look like such a good dad. Yeah. Yep. There are a lot of women like that. I'm glad you brought that up, Ray, because I went to the eye doctor today. And I had forgotten about this already. I went to the eye doctor today. I don't like going to the eye doctor too much, but I go once a year. I don't have great eyes. Okay. I wear my contact lens guy, but my glasses are really thick. And it's embarrassing, but whatever. So I got to go once a year. I got to get my shit dilated so they can look in them and all that nonsense, right? Mm-hmm. And this is the type, I go to an actual eye doctor, right? So so he has a woman do the exam and then he reviews it and then looks at my eye once and he's like, all right, you looked fine. See ya. And it's kind of a bunch of bullshit, right? But whatever.
I know.
Yeah. So every time I go there for an eye exam, it's a different young lady. And today it was a different young lady. Her name was Ashley and I hadn't met her before, but she was putting it on hard, man. She was flirting like nobody's business. And I don't know why, because listen, I come on this podcast and I talk very highly of myself and I have a very large penis and I'll tell everybody, right? But, in real life, I don't think that highly of myself. I usually keep my head down and keep to myself. So it's nice to have a little bit of attention every once in a while. All right. So I'm in there and I can already tell as we're walking towards the office that she's in some kind of mood and she gets real flirty. So, hey, let me put my skills to the test. Let me flirt back and see what happens, right? And oh my God, I turned out to be really good. If I was not married, I'm trying to word this so I don't sound like an asshole, but if I had said two more things, I could have been I think we could have been going out this weekend and doing something fun. However, not my type at all. Maybe because I'm an old man now at the age of 39. But she seemed the type to put too much information on her Facebook page, if you know what I'm saying. Like she going out of her way to tell me how tired she was. I don't need to hear that shit. I don't fucking care. Yeah. She's like, oh, can you tell I've been saying this all day? I'm like, what have you seen? 10, 12 patients so far? She's like, oh my God, I think I have seen 10, 12 patients. Oh, you're so smart. We're talking about my job and everything. Yeah. So I was playing smooth. I'm like, not my type, man. Not for me. But it feels good. It feels good to have a conversation with a young lady every once in a while.
Maybe still got game. Still got a little bit without even trying.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I have any game. She may have had daddy issues. When I told her I had a good job,
Yeah. Hook, line, and sinker. You're like, I have a job. And she's like, do me.
What are you 35 yet? Or are you 34 still?
Almost 35.
When's your birthday? January, right? You don't talk about your birthday. It's January 19th, right?
Yeah.
Is it 19th? 20th? 26th.
Well, see, now that you're just naming all the numbers, I'll say you have not gotten it right, but
25th.
No, I'm just going to deny anything now.
January 15th.
Super secret.
Don't be an asshole, Ray. I want to wish you happy birthday. I won't do it on Twitter, but you're my friend. I want to wish you happy birthday.
How about
Dick?
Just go here. You bleep. I'll say the first is what I'll say, but you got to bleep out like the and then you bleep after that, so it's like super obvious that it's the 31st, even though it's not actually my birthday.
Now I got to do work.
Yeah. Nah,
this is the voicemail bumper. This is the bumper on your left, and this is the bumper on your right. This is a badass guitar riff. And finally, here's your voicemails.
It's like
sorry,
$5.
Too cool not to play.
$5 you get a play for these goddamn things. You made a lot of money last week.
I am rich, biatch.
Hey, Rich Dickman Show. It's me, Spaghetti. It's been a while.
Spaghetti.
I think the last time I let you guys a voicemail was like when Hugh was leaving as Dick Dickman, but I don't do that bit anymore because I don't think it's funny, even though everyone else does for some reason. But anyways, I just wanted to leave this voicemail because I realized that you guys are not really close, but I feel like I'd get ahead of the game with, you're about to reach your 100th episode. And,
hold on. You got cut off.
Sorry about that, boys. It's Spaghetti again. You can probably see the same fucking number. I don't know why I had to clarify that.
It's true.
But,
I'm gonna call you. I should call him.
The door. But anyways, I was just thinking, I gotta get ahead of the curve here. Hugh Hauser left the show around his 50th episode.
52. Episode 52 was Huel's last episode.
So, I was wondering, this should be a trend.
When am I leaving?
Think we should get Ray out of here. And I'd like to put in my application to be on your guys' I guess Rem, I want to be your new host, your new co-host. My qualifications, well, I have...
We don't even have to wait 52 episodes.
Podcasts under...
Wait, what did he say? Hold on. He has qualifications. He's listening. You stepped over him.
All right. Sorry,
asshole.
I just said we don't even have to wait 52 episodes. If you got a strong enough resume, you know, everyone's replaceable.
No, it's true. It is true.
You know?
All right, let's see.
Many different podcasts under my belt. They're all shit and recorded in OBS, and you shouldn't watch them or listen to them. What else? Let's see here. I eat copious amounts of Bugles. You know, those chips. It's like
those are gross.
Things you put in your fingers. Ate a lot of Bugles. I'm very reliable. Despite the fact that you asked me to leave a voicemail about McDonald's like 6 months ago now. And I still haven't done it. Let's see what else here. I'm going down my thing. Oh, despite being named Spaghetti, I probably had spaghetti like 5 times this year. So, just, hit me up, call me back, buddy. If you do this on Thursday nights, I should be available if you call me back. I probably will answer if I recognize you. And yeah, just, be good out there. Don't be a stranger, Ray. Throw that fucking breast milk out too. Jesus Christ, is your fucking wife?
Do you want me to go? Want me to go get
it? You make my day.
Thanks, Spaghetti. I got a couple thoughts, man. First of all, Spaghetti, if you're not doing anything next Thursday, hop in a Discord. Come on the show for a few minutes. Let's test you out. Let's see if you got some chops to be a co-host. All right. I don't really have very high standards, as you can tell. Huel. I mean, listen to Huel. All right. Come on. I had Huel for 52 episodes and he didn't even make all 52. Motherfucker. But at least Ray's been here every week, right? Ray may have some deficiencies, right? He may not have the stories that Heel has, but Ray's been here, and Ray contributes for the most part. Okay? So.
I was just going to say, you definitely can tell that Heel's a lawyer. Because when he said he was going to sign on for 52 episodes, he found the first fucking loophole of he doesn't have to perform in 52 episodes. The show just has to release 52 episodes. Yeah. And he's like, peace out.
He fucked me good.
Damn lawyer.
Good. So like Ray's contract up until 100 is locked tight. Like Ray knows he has to be here for he started 54. So for the 46 episodes. Yeah. So Spaghetti, if you're available next Thursday, let me know. Join the Discord, bit.do/TRDS1. Discord. And, we'll have you on the show for a little bit and we'll see. And if you have a segment or a bit that you want to do, even better. We'll do a proper tryout. All right. Second of all, Spaghetti, everybody should listen to anything you've recorded. Okay. Because fuck everybody. Nobody gets to judge you. You do what makes you happy, right? By all rights, I should not be doing this podcast because I don't have anybody listening, but I still do it because I like talking to my buddy Ray, and Hot Drummer News Babe enjoys it. And Dave said on NFHC that he likes me. So I'm going to keep going. So there's that. And second, we got to talk about why you're called spaghetti if you don't eat spaghetti, bro. I am an Italian man. I grew up with an Italian father where spaghetti was on the menu every fucking day of the week, unless it was Sunday where we were eating like fucking lobster or some shit. Okay. I don't eat spaghetti as much these days, but, if my son could eat spaghetti every day, he certainly would. So, we got to talk about that. Like, maybe we should call you something else if you don't eat spaghetti. Like, maybe we should call you Spags. I don't know what your real name is. All right. I would call you tonight live on the show and surprise you. However, I don't have it set up where Ray could talk to you either. And then it gets kind of boring where I'm having a one-sided conversation with somebody who's not prepared. So let's prepare and let's have you call in next week or the week after. So let me know. Hit me up. Ray, what do you think? What do you think about this?
I think this almost sounds like a partner swap where Spaghetti is very heavily invested in the NFHC. So it feels like that's what he's not technically one of their hosts, co-hosts, whatever you want to, whatever terminology you want to use, but we could, Spaghetti and I could swap spots for a few minutes. No, but I think, first of all, if you're eating Bugles, you're definitely living in some 90s era, Holocaust /
so gross.
Whatever bunker, some sort of, Armageddon bunker.
Can we talk about Bugles for a second, Ray? You know, Bugles, that weird, greasy, oily taste at the end of Bugles, that's what makes me want to gag and throw up all the time. I don't mind the corn crisp. They have a good crunch, and they're fun to eat off your fucking fingers. Like, you just put 5 of them on your fingers.
You put them on your fingers like fingernails.
You look like a witch or some weird old dude, right? And you can eat them off your fingers, which is awesome. But they have that fucking horrible, fatty, oily aftertaste. And it's just gross. And I'm thinking about it now and I want to retch. So let me pour some more whiskey. So
I don't recall the oily aftertaste, but that's probably because I haven't had them since I was like, 8 years old or 6 years. It's been so long.
Spaghetti, get some Pringles, bro. Get some Pringles and make the Pringle duck mouth. Do that instead.
Yeah. See, other edible, consumable products that you can also use to make, funny body parts. Whether that's duck lips with the Pringles, the fingernails with the Bugles.
Absolutely. Thanks, Spaghetti, for calling in. Let's move on to our next one here.
Miracle button 1 now, press 1. All of these little attacks, all of these hindrances that have shown up this week, press the numerical button 1. I got to speak to you, press 1. There is something that you must rebuke today to stop every hindering spirit. Press the numerical button 1 now, press 1.
You know what,
some
Ray?
things that have taken place financially, and even with this family member, press the numerical button 1 now, press 1.
Ray.
There's even been stuff around the work of thine hand. Press the numerical button 1, press 1.
If you wish to no longer receive...
Ray, this is crazy. This is crazy because on Tuesday I had lunch with Mama Rem. Mama Rem and I we had Thai food, right? and we had some shit. We had some shit going on between the two of us, right? And this was after our lunch. How did this fucking guy know? How did this guy know that happened? Holy shit.
Oh, man.
Fuck, I'm freaking out now. I should probably press the numerical button 1.
You should.
I pressed 1.
What time? What time do you normally get those calls? Because
this was Tuesday at 4:18 p.m.
I just think you should try, if possible, to answer, hit number 1, and record it, and see what how the conversation goes.
Here's the thing: is that when we first set up the Google voicemail, we were getting voicemails, and so I had to turn the notifications off on the app. Yeah. Since we don't get any voicemails anymore, like I probably turn it back on. But when this guy calls, I'm going to be doing something where I can't record it. So that's too bad.
That's fine. Right. You know what? I have a Google Voice number, for work and work only. And everyone's like, oh, that's pretty cool. They're like, why'd you do that? I'm like, because if I ever get sick of you guys, I can delete the number and go back to my original number and never talk to you fuckers again. And they're like,
brilliant.
I
feel like I want to do a new Google
you guys.
Voice number. I'm on Grindr.
I know. It's brilliant.
All right. Let's move on here. Voicemail 860-316-4776 if you'd like to give us a call.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to introduce this week's finalists for Dick of the
You really
Week.
made out in this goddamn
and
shit.
Here's our first nominee.
Oh my God, you guys, it's Mars, and I have the most Florida story of all Florida stories. The Florida-ist story to end them all. Okay, so, and I'll explain why I would say this person's a dick at the end of the story, because it's just too good. Okay, so, headline. Autopsy shows man found partially eaten by alligator died from meth overdose. So out of Fort Meade, Florida, a man who was found partially eaten by an alligator in Polk County died due to a methamphetamine overdose and not from an alligator attack, according to autopsy results released yesterday. On June 27th of this year, Channel 10 News reported that an employee at the Mosaic Company in Fort Meade came across an 11-foot alligator in a pond on the property that had a deceased man in its mouth, according to the sheriff's office. The body was identified as 45-year-old Michael Ford II, not Junior, the second, who was not an employee of Mosaic.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. I hate you.
Hold on a second. When in your life would you think that somebody called the second would be high on meth and get eaten by an alligator?
Okay. This is every fucking person in the NFL on their jerseys. They're doing, like, so many guys are doing this. They call themselves the second. I'm like, it's Junior. Is it not? Like,
no,
I
it's
get
different. It's two
but
different things.
If you don't have a kid, you're not the second. Right? You have to have like a third.
You know what, Ray? Hold on.
Don't you?
I'm going to let Hot Drummer News Babe finish her Dick of the Week nomination without you interrupting.
Argue about the
and
seconds.
For next week, I will request that you do some research on the junior versus second versus third nonsense, okay?
I think it's ridiculous the second.
You're ridiculous. Your mom's ridiculous too. I don't mean that.
All these guys, they're going to end up meth overdosing, half eaten by alligators and Florida.
All right. Let's finish, okay? Stop it, Ray.
Unclear whether the cause of death was an alligator attack or something else. It appears to be something else, because on Wednesday, the medical examiner's office for Polk, Hardy, and Highland counties released its findings. It cited methamphetamine intoxication as the cause of death. It said the alligator attack looks to have happened after Ford had already died. It's still unclear why Ford was on the property. Why is this person a dick? Well, I mean, that poor alligator might have gotten all crazed on meth by eating his stupid body. So, you know, and you're going to scare the hell out of people with this alligator running around with your gross carcass in his mouth. I mean, God, have some consideration and overdose to somewhere normal. Anywho, enjoy. Have a great rest of the night.
So she's right. You got an alligator who ate some dude who's got meth in his system. So the alligator probably fucking up on meth, right? Because you got an alligator running through the streets, like breaking into cars and shit, like all hopped up on meth trying to Walter White this shit. God damn, she's right. Because he poisoned the alligator. Fuck that guy.
It just gives me an idea. So we had that, was it a Dick of the Week? Yeah, it was. the guy that was keeping the pet squirrel that was on meth as well and released it in the woods. The cops released it in the woods. Fucking crazy. All I'm thinking is you have some like CSI show now, right? Like CSI Miami, where the villain, they don't have like a superpower. They don't really do it. All they do is just shoot up meth into various animals, like predator animals, and they like release the animal like in downtown Orlando or something like that. And it just fucking runs around just biting shit. Just fucking, so just imagine that on CSI Miami.
Right. That's the premise of Jurassic World 3, dinosaurs on meth. It's going to be fucking awesome.
Dude. Oh my God. Sharknado 18. The tornadoes on meth.
Yeah, tornadoes on meth. Meth needle one.
Literally, a tornado of meth needles flying around.
Jeez. Meth needles. They don't use needles. They use needles for meth. I don't know how to use meth. Hey, anybody with experience using meth, call in. Let us know how it goes. Yeah. All right, here's our next.
Report you to the police.
I got a present for you. Here we go.
Hello to Rem and Ray and everybody that helped make the Rich Dickman Show.
He said your name
second
first.
Favorite podcast to listen to.
Oh, what? Son of a bitch!
Whoa!
Delete stuff.
Whoa! I need to hear that again. Because that's fucked up.
It was his first favorite when he said my name first.
Listen to.
Second.
My first favorite podcast to listen to is Liquid Fuel. But since that's no longer available, then this will be my favorite podcast.
You got us, Svensson.
Anyway,
that's sweet.
This is my.
That's really sweet of you to say,
Svensson.
Yeah. All
what
right.
a sweetheart.
Let's continue.
Well, it's a good thing we didn't stop playing
Pick
it.
of the week this week, we'll call him Billy Bob. One day earlier this week, I wanted to go to the KFC near me for dinner. The KFC near me happens to have a buffet, which is pretty cool. You pay like
what? A KFC buffet?
They have a very good selection: corn, peas, baked beans,
chicken,
mashed potatoes, tater tots, etc. Unfortunately, this KFC happens to be across the street from a trailer park. Well, I go into the KFC, and there's about 8 people that look like they probably came from the trailer park there. And one particular person, we'll call him Billy Bob, was standing at the buffet table,
so and there's 2 Billy Bobs.
One of the scooping spoons, and he puts it in every
it's a spork
bin at the buffet.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Buffet bin has its own spoon, but instead he decides to take the baked beans, scooped it inside the mashed potatoes, then scoop that inside the corn, then scoop that inside the soup, and put it all on his plate. Unfortunately, I had lost my appetite after seeing that, and I decided to leave and go somewhere else. Anyway, that was choice. My nomination for Dick of the Week. Rem and Ray, I hope you guys are doing well. Have a good week and take care.
You know, Svensson, my late grandfather used to say to me, you know, Rem, it all goes to the same place. Cause he used to just like pile all the shit on his plate. Like he just like we'd have dinner, like he'd cook it too. He's a fantastic cook. But like whatever it was, it'd be like fucking like Spam salad and fucking mashed potatoes and pork chops and like green beans and corn, like, everything. Just put it all in one spot on the plate. And he'd eat it and he'd say it all goes to the same place. Whereas me, on the other hand, because I am who I am, my protein goes on the right side of my plate. My carbohydrate goes on the left side of the plate, and my vegetable goes at the top of the plate. And if it's not that way, I need to spend time rearranging my plate in order for me to eat. Yes, that is real. That is not a bit. That is how I live my life. Thankfully, I cook my own dinner and I make my own plates. But if I'm at a restaurant or I'm anywhere or somebody does it for me and they fuck it up, I have to rearrange the entire thing before I can start eating. Mm-hmm.
Do you like if you went to whatever, some common chain, Applebee's, to go to Applebee's and you order the steak sirloin with mashed potatoes and broccoli, right? So you got those three items you just mentioned, 3 food groups. Do you request that they put it in that placement on the plate?
No, I take a chance. And a lot of times they get it right. Yeah, a lot of times cause I'm not that crazy where I request a certain specific order, but if it's not in the right order and I find myself that I can't function, I have to move it all. So, yeah.
Yep. Now, do you eat them in a specific order?
Oh, no. I mean, typically, like, let's say I'm having like some chicken, some mashed potatoes. I will like eat my chicken with the mashed potatoes in the same bite. You know, I will do that thing.
Okay.
But if my mashed potatoes are in the wrong spot, like I can't cut my chicken if it's on the left side. Like, I can't function. I have to, I've taken an extra plate. Like whoever I was with has given me like, or, the little bread plate, and I've used that to help move things around. I've done that before. And it's embarrassing, but I can't function otherwise.
That's interesting. Okay. So many things. The first one quickly to get this out. There's a guy I work with that will only eat, I believe it's clockwise around his plate. It doesn't matter what's on there. It has to be clockwise, like whatever direction it is. But it is like literally like the time lapse of eating a pizza. It's like that slice is gone, the next one, all the way around, right? Mm-hmm. Cannot skip around, like has to follow that order. But I've also heard that it's very divisive. Do you drink in between eating the solid food?
I drink when I'm thirsty. So if I feel like I need a little drink to wash it down, I will. So yeah, I will.
Interesting. Because I've heard that it's, and to me, it doesn't really make sense that it's that divisive, but there's people that will not drink until they've completed eating all their food.
I used to live next to some crazy Italian people who their father told them that if they drank something cold while eating something hot, their stomach would crack. And I'm sitting there like I'm like I was over there for dinner, right? I'm plowing away this eggplant rice dish. I'm like, fucking, this is delicious. I'm just going crazy because it's fucking good. And I got a cold glass of water, and boom, just some water in between. They're looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. They're like, "Are you
like
okay?" I'm like,
die.
"Yeah." And I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" Like, but your stomach's gonna like explode if you keep drinking water because you have to wait till after. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like, well, our father told us your stomach will break if you drink the cold water while you're eating the hot food. I'm like, your father's a fucking moron. I'm just keep going crazy with it.
Yeah, like, I'm still fucking here. What is there some doctor on standby at the urgent care that's like, oh, I'm here for people that accidentally drink cold fluids while eating hot foods.
Yeah, it's a specialty. Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? Like, does not make any fucking sense. Yeah, but no, so I do somewhat of the same thing where I feel like the foods shouldn't touch because me as the consumer of those foods should be the one that decides when and how they mix. So you start with them separate and then you mix them as needed. Sometimes like there's certain things that just aren't good together, whatever it is. But, the thing that drives me the craziest is making food that should be hot and not eating it while it's hot. Drives me fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Like you make whatever it is, your steak, your potatoes, whatever it is, it starts hot. It's good when it's hot. It is not good when it's cold or room temperature. Like a burger, like you don't eat a burger at room temperature, right?
Or a steak.
It's just not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ray,
like it's just not good.
I completely agree with you. I pride myself on my food making abilities. I do a goddamn good job. Okay. Mm-hmm. So when my steaks are ready to go and I've got that shit ready to go and I'm serving up plates, I'm like, yo, dinner time. Yo, kids, wife, come on, dinner time. And nobody's moving. I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? Your food's going to get cold. Do you want to eat cold food? Why are you taking your time? Hurry up. Sit down. You have to eat this now while it's hot. What are you doing? Yep. God, it's just, it's terrible.
Yeah. I'm like, you fucking run to this dinner table.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said dinner's ready. I should hear those footsteps pounding down the stairs.
Why are you taking your time? I worked hard on this. Come eat it while it's hot.
I know. I'm like, I planned so everything would be ready at the exact same time so that you could eat this in a specific order and it will taste good. And then it's like, hey, dinner's ready. Yeah. And they're like, okay.
10 minutes later. I will sit down. I'll eat by myself to eat my food hot. And like, you know what? Yeah. Fuck you guys. Yeah. You know, you guys be. So Svensson, thank you. It's good to hear from you again, my friend Svensson. Thank you for your submission. I will go a step further. I will nominate KFC as a Dick of the Week for having a buffet. Cause what the fuck is up with that?
You know what? I love buffets.
Like, well, hold on. I don't disagree with you, Ray. I'm kind of on board with the buffet. Kinda. All right. I would rather have my food cooked just for me and brought out to me by a waiter, but I understand how a buffet works, especially when you're at a casino and you can get a lot of good food at a buffet as well. But KFC,
yes.
I don't necessarily know that KFC needs a buffet because let's be honest here, Ray, who's going to KFC? It's not necessarily the highest class of people who might be going to a 5-star buffet at the Wynn in Las Vegas. It is the people across the street in the trailer park. Listen, no offense to the trailer park people, but it's maybe they don't know how to use a buffet properly. And thus you end up with the people who use the scoops in the same food items or different food items, as Svensson said. All right. I don't mean to be classist or anything. Okay. But some people know how a buffet works. And a lot of people don't. And if you have a KFC buffet, you're mostly going to get the people who don't know how a buffet works. Right?
Oh,
yeah, I'm not wrong.
It's true.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
Yeah. Well, no, I get what you're saying. It's essentially like, it's just education or, I don't know, etiquette. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but if you have whoever, it is an generalization, but somebody living in a trailer park, they don't give a fuck about the scoops, right? That's what you get. You got what you asked for, KFC. The guy's going to use a scoop and everything. He's going to take that scoop home with him for all you know. Like he's literally just scooping it. He's going to put in his pocket with 12 different food types still stuck to the end of that scooper.
And what you got to do, you got to think of the pricing of the buffet. Okay. Is it like $15.99 all you can eat? Because goddamn, that buffet is going to get fucked up. If it's $15.99 all you can eat KFC. All right. I know I would. All right. Listen, I haven't been to KFC in a very long time, but given the opportunity, I would demolish that fucking chicken. I would just rip the skins off those fucking chicken legs and I would go crazy because it's good. I will feel like shit afterwards, but it's delicious.
Okay, so how about this one? So what would you do? So that sushi buffet I was talking about that's down the road here.
Yeah.
They charge you if you order more than you eat. And they don't have a definition on what is too much, but they'll charge you an extra $5 if you have leftover enough, what they consider enough leftover sushi. What do you think of that?
No, you know what? I can't really fault them because the hot pot restaurants, the all you can eat hot pot restaurants have started doing that as well. Is that they will charge you if for a waste fee. And when I went to New York a few weeks ago and Chris O.C. and producer Ryan and I went to the hot pot restaurant we always go to and they added the waste fee. So if you waste a bunch of food, they'll charge you $9.99 a pound. I mean, it's not a problem for us. We ate all that shit because goddamn, it was delicious. But when you go to an all you can eat spot, you got to be able to eat all you can eat and not waste the food. I'm on board, Ray. I'm on board with that because you got a bunch of assholes who will try to make a YouTube video and be like, yeah, I would like the sushi platter A, the sushi platter B, the rainbow boat, and the sushi platter dragon type C. And they'll have all that sushi there and they'll try to eat it all and then they'll fail. And all of a sudden the restaurant just wasted a whole bunch of money because it costs the consumer $27.99, but it probably costs the sushi restaurant, $35 to throw all that shit away. So,
yeah, no, I'm totally on board with them having some sort of stipulation that says, hey, you can't just order a bunch of shit and then not even touch it, right?
Yeah.
Now, the problem is there's a little ambiguity between what is and isn't waste. Like if you get a roll and you're trying it and you're like, yeah, I really didn't like it. Like you shouldn't feel forced to eat it. That's kind of half the fun of going to a sushi buffet is that the rolls that come out are not gigantic. They're not full size or at this place, at least they're partial size. And then you get to try stuff. But yeah, like don't just fucking order a bunch of shit. The Australian guy, my boss, that moved, but he was flabbergasted that they were trying to charge him an extra $5. And I was like, well, you ordered a bunch of shit and you didn't eat it. Like, what are they supposed to do? Let you keep ordering more stuff? And I mean, they should clearly state it ahead of time, but Anyway, I think it's not that bad of a gig. I mean, they got to protect themselves, so you don't just order like 15 rolls and eat one of them. You know what I mean? Like, that's insane. But man,
I'm on board. Ray, I want you to look at the next 7. I want you to pick one of them out. And while you're thinking of which one to do, just tell me the number when you know what it is. I want to say, hey, Lisa May, thank you for liking our tweet from last week's episode. If you're listening to this now, send me a note because we got to get you back on the show. All right.
Yeah.
All right. We'll do something sexy and fun.
Ooh,
all right.
Sexy.
So this one, all right, we talked about this earlier.
This is very sexy.
Utah woman claims vet mistakenly euthanized pet dog after calling wrong family by Alexandra Diabler from Fox News. A Utah family is coping with losing their dog after a vet reportedly euthanized him by mistake. Andrea Martinez took to Facebook to share the devastating story on Monday, writing that the family took their pet dachshund, Ziggy, to the emergency room after his breathing got weird. The emergency vet recommended surgery for Ziggy, which the family agreed to, Martinez said. While the pup was undergoing the invasive procedure, the vet realized it was going to be a, quote, lot more work and money than they expected, and called to get permission from the family to continue with the surgery or, quote, go ahead and lay him down. However, Martinez claims she never received that call. But they didn't call me, Martinez shared in the post. They called another dog's mom thinking it was me, and she said no to go ahead and lay him down. Martinez did not find out her dog had been euthanized until someone from the vet's office called later to tell her Ziggy had been put down. She said that when she, quote, freaked out, the vet realized, quote, they called the wrong person the first time. Then he got back on the phone and he apologized and said, I'm so sorry that this happened. We got confused and ended up calling another dog's mom, Martinez told KUTV. According to the vet, there was another dog named Ziggy, and the vet initially contacted that Ziggy's family. According to Martinez, she said she would have never agreed to let her dog go, quote, without trying more, and blames the vet for, quote, robbing me the choice of saying, at least we tried.
At least we tried.
Since finding out the heartbreaking news, Martinez has said she, quote, can't stop crying and doesn't know how to break it to her 6-year-old that her, quote, best friend died.
Wow.
Ziggy followed me everywhere and cuddled me every single night. He made my anxiety bearable. I feel so sick that this happened, she wrote on Facebook. This is why I was not attracted to the girl at the eye doctor today, because that's the type of person who this was. Yes. Jesus Christ. What's funny about this, right? And not related, but somewhat related, is that Dunkin' Donuts, or Dunkin' as they're now called, has a mobile app. And on that mobile app, you can do an on-the-go order. So you can place your order, go to the store, and it's ready for you. You just walk to the side and you pick it up. Boom. It's got your name on it. You pick up your coffee, your bagel, you go. Okay. So yesterday, I went to work and I did not have my morning coffee because I was kind of in a rush. It snowed and I had to get there a little bit earlier. Okay. So I placed my on-the-go order. And I check out and I see it only charged me for the bagel. I'm like, oh shit, I ordered a coffee too. So I went back and I had to order the coffee all under my name, Rem Dickman. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I go over, I say to my supervisor, I'm like, hey man, I'll be right back. I go to my local Dunkin' across the street and I walk into the on the go spot and I look for my order and I see a bag, which would be the bagel, and I see 2 coffees, both of them labeled Rem Dickman. And I'm thinking to myself, oh shit, did that coffee I thought I ordered go through? Do I have now 2 coffees? Like, I'm looking at the tag trying to figure this out, why there's 2 things here that say Rem D. At the same time, a gentleman walks in next to me and says, why are there, I did not order 3 things. I only ordered a coffee. I looked at the guy. I said, oh my God, are you Rem Dickman as well? And he said, why, yes, I am. And I said, oh, okay, cool. I got the toasted gingerbread one, so this one must be yours. And I gave him his coffee. I took mine and my bagel and I left. Obviously, his name wasn't Rem Dickman. No, I'm going to take that part out. So, as I learned, there was 2 Rem Dickmans in the town that I work in at the same time who ordered almost the exact same thing, which was weird. Nobody else found that weird. Anyways, going on, there's 2 Ziggies here at the vet. That's kind of weird. There's 2 Ziggies. And they called the wrong mom. Also, Dog mom. Can we stop? Can we stop with that?
I know, dog mom. I just feel like the person doesn't actually seem upset. They're saying phrases that are common, but not heartfelt. Like at the very, very end, the last thing that they said was, "This whole thing seriously makes me so sick to my stomach." I'm like, that's not convincing. I don't feel that this person had their heart ripped out. It's more like, oh, this dog. It's like if you took Buster to the vet and they accidentally euthanized him without your permission, you wouldn't actually be upset, but you might say, I'm going to pretend I am so that I can, I don't know, get something out of it. You know what I mean? Like
My dude,
you just go along with like the,
That dopamine is strong, bro. When Buster goes down, I'm not posting on Facebook. Matter of fact, I haven't been on Facebook since my birthday where I said thank you to the people who wished me a happy birthday, right? I fucking hate Facebook. I will not post anything on Facebook anymore. I do not use Facebook except every once in a while to see a picture of my kids that gets posted. So this screams to me, hey, I want attention. I want people to supply me with dopamine.
Yes.
Post. I cannot stand those type of people. So I'm going to turn this one around. I'm going to not nominate the doctors because they made an honest mistake. 2 dogs, different conditions.
Correct.
I'm going to nominate this quote unquote dog mom as Dick of the Week for posting her shit on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'm
another
totally
one
with you. I'm with you that it's not, they don't actually care about the dog. It's completely, that's just
look at me. It's look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Yes.
Please pay attention.
Fuck that. Social media. Ooh,
we need to end social media. We need to put it all away. Everybody needs to stick to themselves, keep their feelings to themselves, their opinions to themselves. Chris O.C. needs to stop masturbating to impeachment inquiries.
Yes. Yes. That might not be.
Do that again. I didn't see.
Masturbating to impeachment. Who's getting impeached? I don't even know what's an impeachment. What is this?
Nobody's getting impeached. It's not how this works. All right, so this was sent in originally by Hot Drummer News Babe a couple weeks ago. And I'm pulling up the article now. But this is interesting. Tis the season. It's Christmas season. A seasonal UPS employee confessed to stealing nearly $2,000 worth of packages. This is from December 5th by CNN Wire, posted on the Fox 61 News website, Miami. A seasonal worker for UPS has been arrested following accusations of package theft. I'm going to have to put this link on the website, richdickman.com, so you can see the hairstyle that this gentleman has.
It's pretty spectacular.
It really is. Emmanuel Lamont Reagan Jr. has been charged with third-degree theft, which is a felony. According to the Miami-Dade Police Department, Reagan was hired as a seasonal worker to help a full-time driver unload packages. On Monday, Reagan helped unload approximately 5,500 packages at a company in northeast Miami-Dade, the police said. While the other UPS employee was not looking, Reagan grabbed several boxes and hid them by a dumpster, police said. Inside the boxes were 2 Amazon Kindles, an Apple iPad 7, and a Microsoft Surface Pro. The merchandise was valued at about $1,800, according to the police. Later in the evening, police said that Reagan returned to the dumpster and picked up the packages. On December 3rd, Reagan was helping unload 2,500 packages at a separate location, where he took several packages and hid them by a dumpster, the police said. In the packages were an HP laptop, 2 Sony PS4 consoles, and police said that the merchandise totaled about $1,050. The manager at the business found the packages under the dumpster and after reviewing surveillance footage, contacted UPS investigator Jose Ortiz. Ortiz then met with the business owner and Miami-Dade police. Reagan returned to the business to pick up the packages, but when he saw police, he fled the scene. He was stopped several blocks away and taken into custody, according to the police. The 2 Kindles were recovered from the trunk of Reagan's vehicle, and police say he confessed to the crimes. The Apple iPad 7 and Microsoft Surface Pro were later recovered from Reagan's residence. Merry Christmas, Emmanuel Lamont Reagan, Jr.
And that's why it takes so long to get any of your packages around Christmas.
Yeah, from UPS. Fuck UPS. Fuck FedEx. Bunch of assholes. They're stealing your shit.
Get everything on Amazon.
Yeah. delivered by not UPS and not FedEx.
So the reason I wanted to talk about this one as a priority is this guy's last name, which who wrote this article, who is this? I don't know. It's literally, they use his last name as frequently as possible. They constantly use his last name. They never use his first name other than in the beginning where it says Emmanuel Lamont Reagan. But they use the last name repeatedly. And I think the person writing the article saw what I'm seeing and thought, this is my chance to do this repeatedly and probably no one's going to see it. But are you catching the last name thing?
Oh, no. Oh. Yep. Oh no, Ray! God damn it! You just ruined this entire article for me.
Dude, do you see how many times they wrote his last name in this article?
Holy shit!
Do you see it? How many times? Dude, we can even count it. 1,
oh my
2,
God.
3, 4.
What did I just
say
do?
He unless it's twice in the same 4, 5.
Ray, you're a fucking asshole, Ray. Oh God, no.
You're the one that shared this article with me. They use his name a ton of times. It's one of those, it's like...
Hot German Newsbabe article was different too. Shit, I thought this was the same... Fuck.
No, it's the same one that, I don't know, you guys sent it to me and I would just put it in the notes. But all I know is I started reading the article and I was like, wow.
No, Hot German Newsbabe's article is from the Washington Post and it's about UPS employees allegedly running a massive drug shipment operation. Invading authorities for a decade. Hey,
whichever one I got via Twitter, I put in there.
Okay, Hot German Newsbabe.
Started reading it, dude. It's a lot.
Hot German Newsbabe. This UPS massive drug shipment operation. Can you summarize that in a voicemail, please? Because that's a lot to read. Thank you. Yeah, this was not submitted by Hot German Newsbabe. This was done by Ray, and Ray is absolutely right. Emmanuel Lamont Reagan Jr. The CNN Wire used his last name of Reagan over and over and over again.
And over again.
Holy Christ almighty, God damn it.
Yeah.
Ray, you're the dick of the week.
What? I didn't do anything. You're the one that shared
this with me. You made me read
this
fucking article, you son of a bitch.
You sent it to me via direct message on Twitter.
I didn't send this to you.
Yes, you did. I'll take a screenshot and share it with you right now. Dude, I'll look at my Twitter. Look.
You're a piece of shit, Ray.
You're the one that shared it with me.
What do you think? Do you think I'm Dave from Not For Human Consumption, you asshole?
Dylan's the one that likes to say that word, isn't he? He's the baby.
No, we should have Isaac on to read this. God.
Oh, we should have. Yeah, we should have got Isaac. Can we? Let's not edit this out, but tell Isaac, come on here and read this. Give us your input on. But that's one of those, dude. So, okay. So my nomination for Dick of the Week actually is whoever wrote this, because if you look how frequently they use his last name and do not just say he, there's one instance where they say he, but they didn't say his last name in the same sentence.
They were looking for excuses. They mentioned
every paragraph. Every sentence they could possibly do.
1,
yes,
2,
repeatedly,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times in this article.
And there are 10 paragraphs, and one paragraph is literally the merchandise was valued at about $1,800 according to police. That's an entire paragraph. So 9 of the 10 paragraphs, they use his last name. That's what I'm saying. Like, so whoever wrote this, I would love to track down who wrote this, because that person was internally giggling up a storm. I guarantee you as a writer and saying, this is awesome. I'm so funny.
Every once in a while, I fucking hate you.
After much deliberation, the incredibly handsome expert judges have come to the consensus that this week's Dick of the Week award goes to
Ray. It goes to fucking Ray for making me read this article without giving me a heads up first. Fucking asshole.
For pointing out that other people are crazy.
Jesus Christ.
I honestly, as far as Dick of the Week, I would actually nominate I would have to go with Svensson's, was it Billy Bob Joe, Bob?
Mm-hmm.
That guy. Like, dude, you use one fucking scooper for each ingredient. Like, you do not mix those. You're fucking up the flavors, man. You stick with the one. There's already one for each ingredient, topping, whatever it is you're scooping out. There's one ladle, each item, use it. That's all there is to it.
You are.
Fucking dick.
You know, if we're going Reddit. Son of a bitch. Fuck you, Ray. You're my dick of the week. Fuck off. I was going to try to say my OCD was leading me that way as well. HDNB, thank you for your submission. That certainly is very dickish. A meth head, infecting an alligator. That sucks. And I don't know why KFC has a buffet. Svensson, I need you to take pictures of this for me. So please take pictures of this KFC buffet and post it on Twitter. And we got the vet who made the mistake, but the woman who was posting on Facebook about it, she's a big dick. All right. And then you got this UPS employee. His last name is Reagan. All right. And the writer wrote Reagan over and over and over again, getting a kick out of it. Again. Yeah. So
way too much.
The real answer is going to be the KFC buffet. All right. But Ray, you're just upset. You're a fucking asshole. Okay.
You're the one that shared the article with me.
You didn't give me a heads up. Okay. I don't look for those things, Ray. I don't look for those horrible things in life. You do, apparently. And we have a lot to talk about with human resources. Okay. So expect a call from Rich Dickman Enterprises, Human Resources, and lawyer Jonathan Silver next week, because this is bullshit. That you did this to me. I'm fuck. Fuck you. You fucking asshole. God damn it, Ray.
No one's going to know what you said unless they play the episode backwards.
You're a piece of shit. I'm hitting the wrong button here.
Hey, folks. It's time for that wacky segment where we review porn. Because we have a psychopath listener, better known as the laughing stock of the adult film industry, who insists on sending us his ridiculous piles of trash. So without further ado, Mr. Porno Man's latest perversion.
Read the letter, Ray. I can't read his letter. I don't like Mr. Porno Man.
Let me proofread it first, just in case this is a trick.
Yeah, there's like hidden messages in a fucking asshole.
All right, so to my fellow film lovers, in my eternal quest for finding the perfect porn niche, I believe I may have finally hit the bullseye. It clicked while shooting the Western film that I submitted a few weeks back. In case you didn't know, when shooting old-time Western movies, they used to make the men look larger by having them stand in smaller door frames and reverse for women. I've incorporated that visual effect into this video. Yes, the man has a gigantic penis, while the female talent is quite small in every way possible. I hope you enjoy watching this video as much as I had fun creating it. Regards, Mr. Porno Man.
Oh, Jesus.
Did you know they used to do that for Western movies?
Porn when you can make it?
What?
Ooh, when you can make porn.
Hold on. I don't know.
Let's make porn.
Say what you were saying again.
Did you know that they used to do that for in
Doorways?
Western movies?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Mr. Porno Man has uploaded his porn to an odd site. This doesn't even look real, Ray. Is he doing like fucking CGI porn now?
I don't know.
All right, let's play this.
I got it pulled up. I'm like 15 seconds in. Dude, that guy's dick looks weird.
Oh my God, it's like a beer can.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, dude. It looks...
Oh, I just forgot another ad. What the hell?
But it is a large... The girth is...
Okay. Yeah, let me explain what's happening here. There is a very, very tiny woman working on an incredibly girthy...
girthy.
Phallus. Like if you were to hold a Foster's beer can. Now Foster's beer cans are much larger. Foster's, Australian for beer.
Australian phobia.
Yeah, it's like his dick is the size of a Foster's beer can. It's short and it's really, really thick. And
but there's a tip coming out.
Yeah, she is performing fellatio on it. Mm-hmm. And it's not, I mean, she's got a smile on her face.
but
she's not getting, oh my God, this is, so the way this is shot, it looks like CGI. But I don't know that it is CGI. I might have to fast forward a little bit here, Ray. And I'm scared. Oh my God, like that looks uncomfortable. Like this is.
You fast forward? Does he stick it in her anywhere?
Jesus, Ray, be elegant about it. God damn it! Like the head won't even pop out of the foreskin. Wait. Hold on. I'm at 146 and I'm paused. All right. He's got this little normal head popping out of like this fat shaft. Like if you had like fucking like a tumor growing around your dick.
Yeah, he's got tumor dick, dude.
He's got like, it must be, if it's not tumor dick, it's silicone dick. You know, like he injected silicone, like Claudia Marie's husband injected silicone into his balls and his penis.
Yeah, something's not right. Something's not right.
She is disgustingly skinny. You know me, I like a big woman.
See, I feel like if she squeezed hard enough, something would pop. Like, yeah, something's not right. Oh my
God. Like this is balls just fucking disturbing. You need, the head of that penis is normal. The rest of it isn't. Ray, you need to send this to not for you. It's, oh my God, this is just horrible. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. It's like he injected like a mini bowling ball.
Oh my God, I just read the description at the bottom. The title is, "She has too little, he has too much." And then the description.
Can I explain? You can't read it through, but that penis is girthier than her biceps.
Oh, and yes.
The ball sack is just as big as her head.
The ball sack is at least, like, if you literally, no, I won't say that. Let me just read the description because that's good. The description says, "If that dick is pure natural, then I feel sorry for him. But I have the feeling he pumps his dick way too often, and that will leave permanent damage. The chick has no tits and has no idea what to do with that deformed meat." Yeah.
That's not a pumped
dick.
That's
the description of the video.
That's a silicone dick. That is
it has to be
with silicone. And she's pretending to be into it. Like she's a dick of the week now.
She's an actor. Or
actress. Yeah, she is definitely not
an actor.
Ray, the guy can't even get hard. The thing is so full of silicone. That's disgusting. At least he's not hairy. I'm fast.
You never know.
Oh my God. Like she can only suck on the, this is, Mr. Porterman, this is possibly the worst thing. Oh God, he put it inside of her. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, I'm at 10:10. Oh, and she's, oh my God.
Oh, go to like 10. Go to 10 when she, I was trying to catch up and I just see it where she's trying to get it in. Oh shit. She's, it's like she's trying to manipulate a water balloon.
You know,
to fit it through a hole.
Oh my God. Like his ball sack looks like a goddamn
disgusting.
Oh, it's like a water balloon's ready to explode. You know, Ray, I once put on YouTube a video of trucks crashing into a bridge that was too low, and you couldn't look away because you had to keep watching the trucks crashing into the bridge that was too low. That's exactly what this is.
Yes, it's a train wreck. This
is fucking horrible. Oh my God. This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
What just happened? My eyeballs.
Now she's on her side.
There we go.
What?
You know what? I've got an idea. I've got a brilliant idea. We're gonna bring Spaghetti on board as vetting any of these videos.
Dude, Spaghetti's like 15. Don't you dare. Fuck.
Is he only 15? Shit. All right. So when in 3 years, well, he's, you know, we'll see what he brings to the table. Maybe possibly next week.
He increases speed too. Oh my god, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt so bad. I bet you he can't even come. Oh, this is just fucking disturbing. This is just terrible.
Dude, it's like, I bet you this is her vagina's a Chinese finger trap for his dick.
See, Ray, that's messed up because she's Asian too.
That's
You're an
the
asshole,
funniest
Ray.
thing. That's the funniest thing I've said in a long time.
You're Asian too, so you could say that.
A Chinese dick trap.
God damn it. God, we got.
Oh
God,
shit! He can't get it out.
He's stuck.
Oh my god!
I gotta. All right.
That's like my eyeballs are melting.
Mr. Porno Man.
Oh my god! What's next? Let's do something else.
2 episodes ago, you had the wholesome porn, which was nice. You made a change. You did something different. You tried the Western porn, which you know what? No. Not everybody was attractive, but at least it was like sensual intercourse.
It was unique.
Yeah. I'm at a loss for words, Mr. Porno Man, to even give you my thoughts on this because that was just probably the most horrible thing you've ever submitted that I've ever seen. I don't know what possessed this gentleman to have silicone, I assume, injected into his penis and ball sack to make it look like he had a Foster's beer can for a penis and a duck pin bowling ball for a ball sack. And I don't know what possessed this little woman, this tiny little woman, to pretend to have a good time with that thing and do permanent damage to her vagina. Mr. Portman, I'm usually really good at summing up my thoughts and giving them to you and telling you that you need to get your shit together. But I don't even know that you need to get your shit together anymore, dude. I think, man, you really need to go back to the basics, Mr. Porno Man. Because let me tell you, there's a fetish out there for everybody. Look at me. I like large women, okay? I don't know that Foster's canned penis with duck pin bowling ball testicles is a fetish that's going to make you any money. So maybe you want to consider doing something else. Like that skinny chick, right? I don't know what her name is. Let's call her Lucy. Maybe she does like a lesbian scene with a BBW, Maybe. I've never been this lost for words, Mr. Porno Man, after one of your submissions.
I think you're onto something, though. You do some sort of cross-platform, if you will, where you take the tiny little girl and the bigger lady, and you kind of combine something like that. Well, and that's kind of maybe, now that I'm reflecting, that's kind of what he did right here. The big penis and the small lady. But maybe two things that people enjoy, not one thing that people might enjoy and one thing that's going to gross people out. That's a bad formula. I gotta say, Ray,
I gotta take a stand here. I gotta tell you, I gotta tell Mr. Porno Man, I gotta tell Dave at NFHC, I gotta tell everybody that's listening, is that silicone is only good for breasts and butts. Silicone is not good for penis or ball sack. All right. Men, do not silicone implant your shit because it looks terrible and it doesn't do anybody any favors. And I don't think you can get hard anymore either. So stop with that shit. Ray, I know you're into that sort of stuff. Stop injecting silicone into your balls. You asshole.
Actually, here's the thing, right? So everybody is conscious about their body in some way, right? Yeah. Personally, I wish I had a nice big chest, muscly looking chest, right?
Yeah.
So if I could get some silicone implants in there, made me look like I had a ripped chest, that'd be kind of nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you say next time we get together? I'll get chest implants and you can get chin implants. Is that terribly mean?
You think you're funny?
You're gonna hate me for saying.
I got Dylan telling me my favorite wrestling move is sweet chin music. Got my best friend Ray fucking
coming from all angles.
You know what, Ray? I'm glad we saved this at the end of the show. Fuck you, Ray.
That's
fucking asshole. No, I'm not going to edit shit. You know what you're going to do, Ray, is you're going to unleash the Kraken here, okay? Ray, I used to be really good at making fun of people, and I don't anymore because everybody gets easily offended, so I don't. All right? But what you're going to do is you're going to light the fire inside of me. You're going to release the Kraken, Dragon, drunken fueled, Remster. And I'm going to go after you, Ray. I'm going to go after you. And I don't want to. I don't want to because you're my friend. Because I care about you.
It's got to be the calculated risk, right? So because I'm doing it, not because I actually think of you in any negative way. Yeah. I think of you as nothing but a good friend of mine.
Cover your tracks, motherfucker.
Exactly. See, it's all pre-planned. It's all calculated. So if I can light that fire and then we bring on some, like, dude, Spaghetti's going to come on the episode next week thinking we're just like the nicest guys. And next thing you know, Spaghetti, you're going to like just rip Spaghetti.
I'm not going to rip Spaghetti a new asshole. Spaghetti's a nice guy. Spaghetti's a fan of the show.
See, the fire's already lit. You're just going to have that. It's just going to be those embers just glowing inside of you. Next thing you know, he just says one thing, boom, ignite.
I grew a beard, so it looks like I have a chin. So shut up. And then my mom said,
"That's good. I like your."
Thanks, buddy. You know what my mom said? My mom's like, "What's that? So what are you doing? What's going on with your face?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, and she's like, "What are you growing? Are you growing a beard?" I'm like, "Ma, I don't have a chin thanks to you and my father. So I'm doing this. So it looks like I have a chin. I look like a real man." And she's like, "Well, I don't like it." And I'm like, "Oh, fuck you, Ma. Like, kiss my ass, because you're not the boss of me anymore. I run my own life. I have my own house and my own cars and my own kids. So, let me worry about ruining their life, and you can stop with mine, bitch." You can follow my mom on Twitter at @rem_mama.
Like Dave from Not for Human Consumption podcast.
Yeah.
They're like, they're two peas in a pod. Your mom and Dave, like best friends, just following each other on Twitter. No, dude, but that's the thing, right? So here's my thing. I learned this a long time ago. Like, dude, if people are going to make fun of you for something, fuck them. Like the thing that people make fun of me for, I have like the biggest fucking nose and can't smell. Like, what the fuck do you do with that, right? Like, at some point I'm like,
I would like to measure my dick against Dave's because they claim he has a large dick. I know I have a large one. I would like to. Ray, you know what, Ray? We're far enough into this podcast. I'm drunk enough.
Whip him out.
Whip out your dick. Yeah, let me see it.
Hold it next to a credit card so we can have some sort. Here it is. Here's my credit card. Here's my penis.
Oh my god.
Here's my other credit card.
I don't know. I might have to edit this out. This dude I know sent me a video through Facebook Messenger, and it was this dude. He ejaculated on a table, and then the girl that he was banging, I assume, she then got a credit card out and snorted it all up like it was cocaine.
Oh shit! Disgusting. Fuck.
Ray, fuck. Plug your shit. Plug your shit, Ray. You can follow Ray on Twitter at Jules Winfeld. He's not at Jules, whatever the fuck her name is. He's Jules Winfeld, and he streams on Twitch.
Urpaga. Jules Urpaga.
I don't know what their fucking name is. What else you got going on, Ray? What's up? Where do we follow you?
You know what? So the other thing, I want to start trying to get, it'd be fun if I can, somehow get like a weekly golf game in on, stream that with some people. Cause I'm telling you, I'm going to make it happen. I keep saying it's fun. That golf game, it's so fun to just hang out, chat. You know, there's a little bit of competition and a ton of shit talking.
You know what my problem is, Ray? Is like I have one computer for the entire house, and my kids just discovered fucking Roblox. So now it says like Rem Dickman is playing Roblox. I don't know what the fuck Roblox is, but they're playing Roblox. I can't even get my goddamn computer to barely do a podcast. So maybe on the weekends, maybe like Saturday nights or something, we can do some shit.
Dude,
I don't know.
The last time, so Kaylee, a couple years ago, was playing Roblox, and then I realized that she was playing and the chat was on, and the chat was like people saying like C word, the N word, just literally every vile thing that people say. And I was like, wow, she's like 5 or 6. This is cool that the kids are able to download this and open chat. So I was like, gotta get her off that.
Yeah. Internet's terrible.
Right? Yeah, but the last time I saw someone playing it, when we were down in LA, the surrogates, the kids that my wife gave birth to for the surrogates, we were over at their house, and one of the kids, 4 years old, he's playing that. And I was like, oh, hey, I've seen that game before. And he's like, yeah, want me to show you? And I was like, yeah, it's, cool. Like, I'll watch you. And he's running with a sword and he's literally just wrecking fools. He's running around, half paying attention, a 4-year-old explaining to me how it works, running around with a sword and just chopping people up and killing all these people. And I was like, what is this kid doing? Yeah. Like how this kid's some sort of savant. And you can see the chat. Everyone's like cursing him out, saying like, you hacker. And I was like, this is amazing.
We're all fucked. Roblox. The world's coming to the end. Roblox. And everybody's worried about nonsense. Check us out online, richdickman.com for all your Rich Dickman needs. Click the merch tab, buy a shirt, support the show, patreon.com/richdickman. Thank you again to fucking Maddie from Australia. Stop working on Friday mornings, Maddie, and come on the show.
Yeah.
You bitch. That's right.
Tell me if a dentist appointment.
That's right. richdickmanshow@gmail.com. If you want to send us an email, at richdickmanshow on Twitter, call the voicemail line, leave a dick of the week or a voicemail like Spaghetti did, 860-316-4776. Follow producer Ryan on Twitter, at RyanTRDS, and follow our buddy, fucking Randy, at Surge0 with an E. Hey, Randy, I might need a best of in March. So if you're listening, get going, or Ray's gonna have to do it. Follow my mom on Twitter at rem_mama. I don't know why you will. And that's Jules Winfeld. That's Ray at Jules Winfeld. I am at Rem Dickman, REMDICKMAN. Rem Dickman is my name. Thank you so much for listening. Tell a friend. If you like what you're listening to, tell a friend. Let them know the Rich Dickman Show we're doing fun things. We're doing lots of fun things, having a good time. And if you could rate, review, and subscribe to us on iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcast, that'd be awesome too. Give it a new rating. We got a bunch of 5 stars, so we'd like some more. That'd be cool. And check out our friends. You can check out Not For Your Consumption, check out Garbage and Gold, check out Roast Mortem, you can check out Thought Cops. They're all our friends. You can have somebody back on the show sometime soon. I drank too much whiskey tonight, so let's end this show on a positive note. Thanks for listening, you guys. We'll see you next week. Good night.
See ya. Dude, it's so funny that listening to, I love that Dave was trying to explain what on NFHC what happened when he was on this show, and he was like, yeah, and then they were like doing some stuff, but he had no idea what happened.
He's called the Chappelle Show bit. Like, what Chappelle Show bit the fuck are you talking about? Like, I don't remember that Chappelle Show bit.
What he doesn't know is that the day before I made 20 new weekly bumpers. 20. And the best part was that, I've had a long day, and at some point was like, all right, got into the routine of, all right, I need to take something so I can go to sleep soon. Like have a drink or two. And a couple minutes after that was like, oh shit, I gotta make all these fucking bumpers. And it was a race against the fucking clock, man. It was like, I got to about like 10, 12, 15, and then I was losing focus. And that's when the one, I was crying laughing because I thought of the one that was like, and now it's time for the weekly segment where we tell you it's time for the next segment. But at the time, I swear to God, that was the funniest thing I'd ever thought of in my entire life. Like, I was crying laughing. I was like, oh my God, I gotta write this down. This is so funny. Like, 'cause it was like out of my mind. And I still came, I don't know how I came with like another 5 more, man. But
that was
he
great.
Had no idea that we literally, those were less than 24-hour old segments.
I texted Ray. I texted Ray at the beginning of the week. I'm like, hey man, Dave, he doesn't listen to the show. I know he doesn't listen to the show. So let's just do like a whole bunch of segments and we'll just play like he listens to the show and see how he reacts. They're like, what are you drinking this week? Or what's the weather like? Or what about the Peloton ad? That shit. So Ray fucking just nailed out like 20 different bumpers. Like,
well, the best part too is like, he was like, honestly, and he was the perfect person for that. 1, because he's actually able to roll with the punches. And 2, his association with the show and his, the level of familiarity with the show where he doesn't listen every week and he's not a diehard fan. So, but he's familiar enough with the show where it's almost like he might not want to admit that he's like, I don't know that this is not a weekly segment. So he'll just go along with it.
But he can.
It was like, He was fucking perfect. It was perfect. And Dave, you were awesome, man. It was great. We had a great time. We were
love you, Dave.
The two of us, we were giggling like schoolgirls
bitch
for like
ass
a week
motherfucker.
straight. Yeah, Dave, go fuck yourself.